Okay. All right. So, sins of the fathers. Let's go. Not even gonna bother with the avatars today. Today we're just going to restore our game and it's the start of day 7. All right. Okay. So we're rushing in because we have a long game ahead of us. Okay. So now, should we call the travel agency? We've got Mosley's wallet.
No, you don't.
We don't?
You're thinking about the book, aren't you?
Oh, duh. Yeah, I'm got the book confused with what's going on. All right, let's play.
You just woke up.
Okay, so we just woke up, and it is day 7. And once again, we're going to put on one of our many...
All my clothes look the same, so why change them?
my many white t-shirts and jeans that we own.
No
It
thanks.
probably works better than Phantasmagoria, where Adrian has the same clothes all the time, but it effectively do that because it was full motion video, and so they always had to have kind of same thing. They weren't going to change clothes. Okay, for every permutation.
The typewriter's too heavy to lug round.
I don't usually go like,
Writer's block.
did I get a point for that? Too funny. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious days. Is there anything in my bathroom or anything I need?
No.
I think you just wake up in this room. Did they put a mother chicken thing on our floor? No. And the guy's gone. All right. Did we send her off for research? Let's just talk to her normal.
Grace, about last night.
I've already said everything I have to say about that.
Okay, so Grace is the voice of reason in a time when reason is needed the most.
Times Picayune, dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the voodoo murders case in the papers today.
That's because it is done.
Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou Saint Jean last night.
Surprise
Various
there.
people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's the ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel's horoscope today reads,
Better get it
"Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy.
So I'm wondering, okay, is this guy involved with the murders too because he's warning Gabriel in the paper every day? Well, I mean, Gabriel takes it as is there any books or anything left?
Question, Grace.
All right, questioning Grace.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
There wasn't anything.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
She hasn't had messages for the last few times, and we've gone through all of these. I don't think there's any new ones that we haven't gone through with her. Okay? So,
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Overlook
no, I'm going to the cemetery. I don't know where I'm going, so I
I
don't
wonder how
want
you're
to waste
supposed to
time.
even know where to go.
Well, if you didn't know, you would have to click around. You're expecting to ask these questions of everybody, If he knows anything new.
Could
seen
I have a
anything
minute of
weird.
your time?
What you need, boy?
What
You been working here a long time?
Longer than you been alive, son. I mayhaps be here longer than you'll be alive, for that matter.
You know something.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
All right, let's just see if this guy knows anything. Want to take the chance to do this now? Remind me later. Okay. Hey, Mark Teachman. Hey, hello.
Fly with a little help from my friends like Mark Tuchman. Hello, Mark Tuchman. Welcome to the stream. I'm so happy to see you, and I hope you have a great time. Thank you.
That's better because I'm used to my being on my. How you doing? How's everything going, Mark Tuchman? How's it sound? Can you hear that faint of a fan in the background? Because we have our fan on, but if it's too much, we're turning it off. So let me know if you hear it.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
I don't know what you talking about.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
I don't know what you talking about.
You don't know anything about what we're talking about.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
I don't know what you talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mark Tuchman. St. John's Eve. That's already passed.
What else can you tell me about St.
We
John's
already
Eve?
talked to him about
I
that.
told you all I know about that.
Yep. There's nothing new that this guy knows. Do you know anything about animals?
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay, how about Veve?
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
You don't know anything at all because we've gone through all the new options. All right. Excellent. All right. So we're just hanging around
No way.
here.
Something might answer.
It's been a long weekend, just mentally exhausted with the messed up world coming apart at the seams, and I agree. We are our town was on a curfew after 8 o'clock last night, and probably again tonight. And things are crazy. They're crazy with the pandemic. They're crazy with how people are just fed up, and you know. But the problem is burning down the governor or the state's house doesn't solve the problems. You know, it doesn't. And I don't know. It's like, thank God for, you know, video games and stuff like that. And of course, these asshats here, you know, with their stupid spamming bots. It's not a real person. Okay. It's a spam bot. And Twitch ought to do something about it, but they won't. So let's go ahead and walk over here, because I think what we need to do is get over to Malia Getty's, Malia Getty's thing.
Some things, I don't know if it's because I'm playing this or just the general interface of the game, that there's some things, like especially in the cemetery, trying to move around is kind of difficult.
Okay, if he is here too, do I have to wait till he
The
leaves?
marker reads, highly right.
Grand sister. She died young.
This family tomb bears the inscription, rest in
Thank you
peace.
so much for deleting that. Bye,
And
bye,
the
bye.
name,
Thank you, Mark Teachman,
Fulham.
for deleting that. And banning. You got the ban twice. You see how your mama's whatever is still sitting on there? They'll be gone tomorrow. I bet you anything. Okay, so is it back here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's down there.
Like I said, sometimes, like trying to find out, go.
Okay, so the next thing we need to do is figure out.
Most of the plaster has fallen away over the years to reveal walls of red brick. The tomb is much. Gabriel does. Gabriel can't see anything to
Now, there's
operate
that-
on the doors
What if you have to go
themselves.
back to the bayou or something up there?
The plate is locked in position.
All right, so we're gonna
There's a
head.
keyhole on the plate.
So there's the
Gabriel
there's
can't
some
operate that
satisfaction
without
there.
a key.
Keyhole. We need a key. There's some satisfaction. Hold on, let me look at the inventory and see. We got a key from.
Talk
yeah.
to Igor the Gravedigger, and if you save him, he'll give you a key. Otherwise, you can cast a open spell.
How about I just use the key on the keyhole?
That key doesn't fit the lock
That was the
on
one
the
to
plate.
Mosley's office.
Shoot. Thought maybe that was what it was. Okay. All right. Okay. So next is to get into the grave. So Chad wants to go to the bayou. So I'm doing what Chad said. We're leading along the path. Well, we're not going anywhere. I'm just in no nonsense mood after hearing that one of the business town got looted for over 700,000 in merchandise. I really don't give a shit about bots and asshats. Agreed. What the hell, people? There's no reason for that. There's no reason to act that way. There just simply isn't. Of course, the guy was in the wrong. I ain't gonna lie. We all agree on that. And he's charged. And more likely, he's going to go to jail. It's wrong. It's sad. It's terrible. But acting two wrongs don't make a right. Ever. Ever. Ever.
You're off the street.
Notice it stayed though. All right, let's just see if this does it. All right, so we can go to the bayou, right? Again, still. All right.
Otherwise, no.
All right, let's go to Bayou St. John and see if there's something on the ground or something. It's the daytime, so it should be safe.
Bayou Saint-Jean seems denser, thicker, darker than Gabriel remembers. In the twilight of heaven.
Since we can't cross that way, I mean, we obviously got to go this way. So is this kind of like the map? I really don't care about the target gets stolen, but I'm freaking pissed because the asshole forged a low-income contacts, booked 35 families in the street. Agreed. I mean, it's not cool. I mean, why? Why do people act this way? I agree that there's something that needs to be done about police brutality in the United States. I 100% agree. We just got Colorado set back on a very bad path with all those people protesting about this without masks, without protection, without social distancing, and Colorado was finally starting to try to get back to normal. Okay, so let's see.
Saw the device inventory.
Yes, we do. I think we do.
Don't.
Using that in
No, that's the whole tracker.
Okay.
Back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Inventory, and then look to see if
So that go back up.
that.
the signal device and anything else of interest in the
Is long
bayou
gone.
is no doubt long since gone.
You go to the police station. There's stuff.
Okay. I don't.
Otherwise, maybe do the overlook.
All right.
Jackson Park or
We'll do the overlook at Jackson Park. Yeah, I don't think we can get into the police station.
Gabriel's head pounds. Which one?
Hey, my Cascade, thank you so much for the spam of the emotes. Go down.
Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
Am I still?
Boobies! Mike Gates here. Ba-da-da-da. Have a
Can't go
great time.
down,
We're
'cause this
so
is
glad to
this,
see
right?
ya. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Have a great day.
Hasn't Gabriel
Beep.
seen this part of the
Ba-da-da-da-da.
bayou
Okay,
before?
I've got lost.
Boobies! Mike Gates! Boobies!
Oh, you mean that?
Down.
Oh, down. Okay, never mind. I got all
This
right.
looks familiar.
Something in the bayou.
Hey, my kid.
Oh, that gives you a hint, like if you're trying to find it.
Okay, all right. Well, I got it. So go to the French Quarter.
What's this little yellow?
Crime scene.
Oh, okay.
French Quarter. Jackson Park Overlook, because that's where you said to go next. And I guess we'll look in here, and I really don't think
Pairs of
things are.
binoculars. 4 pairs.
What's up, Peep? Hi, my Kate. How you doing? How was Terraria last night?
Okay. Well, we
Okay.
can maybe try to listen to the drummer.
Took
Check out the other ones.
took a break from Twitch last night and after the stream, and just kind of starting to feel not so good. Like I was really overheated and I couldn't get past a headache, and so I'm glad I took the night off. And I finally got cooled down. Finally got the headache passed,
Probably just maybe listen to the drummer.
and woke up today and it's doing better. So how are you guys? The master difficulty is tough, but it's good. Okay, so you're playing master difficulty on Terraria. Never played that. Okay, so go to Jackson Square and listen to the drummer. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. By the end of the stream, I was definitely overheated and extremely tired. And it was stupid because it was only a 4-hour stream. Last week I did a 7-hour stream and wasn't nearly as tired. So I think the heat just wears you, wears you thin. So Mark Tuchman and Serena and I were all talking about what's going on with all the protests and all the bad behaviors going on. And I was just saying as a disclaimer that, I understand people's frustrations. I have the same ones. I feel like that was totally inexcusably unacceptable. But the fact is the guy is charged, and he is going to have some type of punishment. It may not be what they want, but who knows, Okay, so do we operate?
That wouldn't work on the drummer.
I swear.
It's one of the Rada drummers.
Don't know if talking to this guy.
Can I ask you a few questions?
The drummer does not respond.
Okay, oh, you know what? I know what it is. I gotta get the drummer book out.
Does this mean anything to you?
Oh my god.
The drummer looks blankly at Gabriel and continues his rhythm.
I can't dial myself.
Oh, it's phone. Oh, it's not what I'm expecting. Where's the damn drummer book?
One that says Rada.
I haven't carried books around like... Does this mean anything to you?
One that says Rada.
I haven't carried books...
Gabriel listens carefully
Okay, we're listening
to
to the drums. The problem is they don't give
and opens his
AF about the
Rada
death
book
or
to
situations
translate.
change every time it happens. Pretext, broke into the shop and stole cheap Chinese merchandise. And then you said burn down the complex. A shooting in Phoenix last night. We are all going down as a society. With people, we've been through this before and we rose above it. We have to do the same this time. Okay. Do you see
Warn.
any? Warn.
Okay, so we got it.
Warn. How about a WTTM? You have anything there? It is really hard to see these patterns for me.
Yeah, I see see, there's the Warren one.
Okay. Are they just continuing to repeat it? There's an M and an H. Do you see an M and H?
MHW plus M, so it's just saying Warren.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute. And you know, the worst thing is, in the time when everything is all messed up with this pandemic, this is the last thing any police department ever, and us as a society, ever needed, for sure. What to have to have that asshat police officer do that?
And I'm going to just say, I guess he's just saying Warren.
Okay, so Warren. The last thing I'm going to say on the subject, in an effort not to derail the stream, the dude already lost everything: his job, his family, his life. He will get a meaty sentence. That's what I already said. And we need to be better as a society, but all the arson and pillaging and crap is just setting us further and further back. And it's not helping their cause. And it's inexcusable. I'm sorry. It's just bad behaviors should never be rewarded. But we got an asshat president who said it was that the people who brought the guns to protest at the state capitals were good guys. So doesn't that mean that works for everybody who comes to the capitals and protests? That if they bring a gun or if they do whatever, that they're good guys? But I bet you anything, you go into the newspaper and you'll find out that he's probably denying on that and said he never said it. You cannot reward bad behavior ever, because it will always come back to bite you. And it's sad, like Serena said, it's the innocent victims who are the ones who get affected. The people who had nothing to do with this. And I don't know, short of death, what more that this guy could have happened to him, but he deserves it. Yes, the poor guy, he lost his life, he lost his family. He made a very bad decision, and it is really escalated into a very bad way that other people are handling it too. I mean, it's not good. And we don't need to be set back as a society. This is the time, people, where we have to rise above. We don't want to look back on 2020 as a total and complete failure. We want to look forward to it as the brand new future. Just makes you embarrassed. All right. I wonder if we put let's see, what do we do here? That's what I'm questioning. What do we do? And Chad is distracted right now. Oh, you got your iPad? Is that what you're doing? I know what you're doing.
Yeah, right now, maybe try going to the cops and talk.
All right, we're going to go to the PD station and see if Mosley is missing. Because that's what I need to prove. I need to prove that Mosley is missing. This guy's going to knock me into a jail cell if I bother him too much.
Officer Frick?
Whatever it is, no. Now get out of here before I have you arrested for disturbing the peace.
Gabriel can't do anything with the officer from the front line.
Okay, so the benet and the benet is our card is gone, and it's not in the...
Okay.
Officer Frick seems...
No move.
Okay, go back home. Actually, let's look at your inventory. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. Actually, we do need to contact Wolfgang. Ask him some questions about
Oh, because we got the book and we read it finally?
well, that plus
Alright.
Phew, it's humid out there. Made it back, though.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
here's Wolfgang's number.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment, bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice.
Well, he got right on.
I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous
There.
evening.
Okay.
It is even worse than I thought.
That's
You
why you
bet
end up
it
in the
is.
bedroom. 'Cause they
We
want
have to
you
talk about what
phone.
I'm supposed to do.
Ah, cool. Now we can talk about. Cool.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
What can you tell me about
It sounds as though you have learned much during your investigation in New Orleans. Perhaps you will fill me in when we have a chance to sit down and talk.
Let's cue the Zambi cop. Good thing Gabriel is not in black.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
What would he
I
know?
only what you have told me. They seem to be very similar to the killings in Gunther's journal.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You live there. I
It's
don't.
just another American city to me until I started dreaming about you. Now I feel it is not safe for you there. I wish you would leave.
Working on it.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Do you know anything about
I have not studied the subject. I have an intense dislike for them.
Snakes.
What can you tell me about St. John's
So,
Eve?
Mike, Kate, how long
I'm
did you
afraid I've
play
never heard
last
of it.
night?
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans cœur means?
No, what does it mean?
It means goat without horns. It's a term used for human sacrifice in voodoo.
Well, let's hope we can avoid any more of that in this family.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
No, I'm afraid not.
I've heard rumors of a secret hound fool here in New Orleans.
Yeah, I am sure they have a temple there, and probably a very elaborate one. You should not go near it, though. Not alone.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Just me and Garrett
Yes.
used one last
That
night.
those people wear animal masks for their rituals, don't they? It is not at all uncommon. Many occult groups are based heavily on animal totems. Animals have such pure, primal traits. Spirituality, good or bad, is about reaching these pure levels. Aggressive and cunning like the snake, agile and nurturing like the monkey. Even our family is associated with the image of a lion.
And that's something we didn't know.
Do you know anything about Veves?
It is a visual symbol of one or more loa. Each loa has its own sign, which is used to summon it.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Damballa is a snake. He is a loa, a voodoo god.
Yes. He's one of the primary Loa of the Getty tribe.
I see. Good work. That information might prove useful.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
It is a voodoo loa, is it not?
Yes, a particularly nasty one, so I understand. Have you come across anything about it in your research?
He seems to be feared by most voodoo groups. I haven't come across very much specific information.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
What can you tell me about Schattenjägers?
Yes, of course. I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons to remain ignorant. But now is not the time for that discussion. Schattenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel.
Shadow hunter.
Schatten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow hunter?
Yes. Shadow hunter.
Okay, and the Rada drums.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
Rada drums? You mean ceremonial drums?
Yes. The Gedi tribe uses drummers around the French Quarter as relay messengers to keep track of their business.
Those drums have a ceremonial use, too. It would be useful to know their code, Gabriel.
And we're ready on it.
I had Grace find some information on them.
That's my boy.
Tell me about yourself.
I hope there will be time for that later, Gabriel, after this is all over. For now, we must deal with the matter at hand.
Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary loa for the Gedi tribe.
Okay.
It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. Do you remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's loa during the killings in Charleston?
This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schattenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schattenjäger swore to use the power for good, never for evil. For defense, not offense. Since it fell into Tetelo's hands, I'm afraid to think what the power has been used for, or what it will be used for in the future. With the talisman, Tetelo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
What did we gain? This guy only told us to get back the talisman. I mean, that was really all that we gained. Doesn't seem to be any kind of... Let's go talk to Grace again, I guess, and see if she has any more insight into anything. I'm kind of doubting it. Is she do research on
Got a minute,
Tetelo?
Grace?
I don't know.
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
No. So
I
nothing.
can't think of anything.
Okay.
He doesn't think there is anything.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
So nothing from even Mosley. Okay. All right. So what do we know? We went to the bayou and we couldn't use the tracker. We probably should save the game though. That's what I do know. So let me just do that real quick and save the game and continue on with day 7. And we are no closer. I wonder if we could go see Malia at her home.
There's no one in that part of the shop to talk to.
And see if she'll she'll give us the key to. Yeah, I do.
Be careful.
Serena, and I'm concerned about that because I'm like, I don't know how to get in there. So I'm really struggling. So if you know how to get in there, because I don't believe that this is going to work, that they're going to let
The knocker
me,
is firmly attached.
that they're going to let me talk to Malia Getty at this point. And Robert's probably going to tell me to
Ms.
piss
Getty
off.
is unavailable,
Yeah.
Mr. Knight.
Yep, slam the door. We had 3 nights together, right? Well, or 2. Give and take a few. I mean, surely Robert would know this, though. You know, he would know. Do you think Grandma knows anything?
No one answers Gran's front door, but a note sticking from the mail slot bears Gabriel's name.
Okay, so Gran's
the note is
gone.
from Gran and says that she's taken a short trip out of town on Grace's advice. Good old Grace.
Okay, Grandma is gone. So I don't have to worry about her. Let's see, we jumped the gun. We went to the cemetery, but really now we're only at the cemetery problem. Because I don't know of any other way. I can't get the guy at the front to tell us that Mosley's missing. He doesn't give a shit.